All right, let's go ahead and get started. Our goals today, we have a test tomorrow, so we're going to prepare for our topic for test. We're going to review on our whiteboard, so I'm going to put questions up from your topic for review, which we made as we were making the test. We found 2 questions that were identical. One went on the test, one went on the review. Your homework is to either work on the Math Excel review, or you can go on the study plan for Chapter 4. So we're clear on that. Okay, let's look at our topic for review. Okay, at a local bookstore, books cost $11 each. You can buy books at a discounted price for $6 each if you buy one movie for $12. Okay, complete the table, then writing the equation that shows the relationship between the number of books bought at a discounted price B and the total cost. Okay, so what I would like for you to do, this is buying the books at the discounted price. So if I buy one book, it's $6, the price of the book, times one book, plus $12. What's the plus 12 from? Emery? From the movie. What would the total cost be? Sam? Do we agree with $18? Yes. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to make a table, X on the left, or I should say the number of books, B is on the left, and T is on the right of an XY table. Right? And I want you to fill out for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 books. So that's completing this chart off here to the right. All right, here we go. Let's fill this table out. The number of books we buy is 2, so what goes here? Milo? A 2. It's $6 for each book. Multiply by 2, add the 12. This should be all together 24. What goes here? 3 goes here because the 3 is here. How much would 3 books cost us? Sam? 30. What number goes here? Sydney? 4. What number goes here? What are we adding? Jack? 12. It's $36. So 5 books would cost us how much? Emery?
42.
42. Do we agree? Okay, let's check our answer. Woohoo! If you don't celebrate that when you get this right, great job, nice work.
Actually, I always get really happy when
you should. Yeah. Okay, what is your equation? Where T is the total cost and B is the price of the discounted books. Samantha.
6 times E plus 12 is T.
So T equals 6B plus 12. What do we think? Okay, I didn't put the multiplication symbol there. If you wanted to put a 6 and a dot B, go for it. It's all the same. I want to know if I'm right. All right, and then the last one here. This is kind of confusing. It says, how much money will you save if you buy 5 books in one movie compared to just buying 5 books at the regular price? How much is it for a book at a regular price? Okay, it's $11. So if we just bought 5 books, how much is that going to cost us? Sam? $55. If I buy 5 books in one movie, how much does that cost? Jack?
63.
Not 63. We bought that movie again. It's that discounted price. Caden? Yep. 37. Remember, we already have your answer on your. We already answered this. Liam? 42. Remember, the price of the book when you buy a movie is $6. Add 12. Cost of your movie. So we're going to take 55 minus 42 to get what? Anyone? Samantha? 13. So that means in this store, if you buy 5 books in one movie, you save $13. And you get a movie. Questions? That's a tough problem, but it's something you need to be able to do and understand. All right. This question, number 2. The pet shop has 1,178 animals for sale. The animals are either reptiles or mammals. Identify the unknown and related quantities. Which 2? Read carefully. 2 unknown quantities in this situation are related. So go ahead and I want you to put your answer on your note or your whiteboard. The answer there is C and D. Woo! Excellent. Okay, with this question, it says use the table to relate the independent variable x to the dependent variable y. First, describe the relationship in words, then write the equation. So for this one, I want you to say you're going to either put times or plus and a number. So on your whiteboard, write times or plus and a number. All right, I see a lot of times. 2. Okay, so if you look at it, the value of x is 0 times 2. Does that equal 0? Which is y. Yes. You got to check how many? 3. Okay? 3 times 2. Does that give us 6?
Yes.
4 times 2 gives us 8.
Yes.
All right, the next part of the question is write your answer. Or, I'm sorry, not write your answer. Write the equation with equals y. What do you have, Annabelle?
2x.
Good. 2x. Again, if you wanted to write 2.x, that works. But they gave it to us, and the problem equals y, so we have to set it up that way. So everyone good with that? Because we can write this 3 different ways. All right, check answer, and yay, fantastic work.
Fantastic.
All right, we're identifying the dependent variable in this question. An automobile travels n miles, and each tire loses t millimeters of thread. The dependent variable is m or t. Go ahead and think about the question. Then the dependent variable. I see some m's and t's. Talk to your neighbor. All right, the dependent variable is the result. It's what comes second. Okay, so what is the dependent variable here? Alex? T, which is the number of millimeters of thread each tire loses. A quiet drum roll, please. Hey, that is correct. All right, let's talk that through since we had about a mix. The dependent variable comes second. It is the result. Okay, so first the automobile has to travel a certain amount of miles. It's going to drive. The result of it driving so far is it loses its threat. Does that make sense to everyone who had it incorrect? Hopefully so. Okay. This question, it says, Marge is a real estate agent. She earns $38,000 per year plus $3,000 for each apartment she sells. Write an equation that shows the relationship between the number of apartments Marge sells and the total amount she earns in a year, E. Okay, what would the total amount Marge would earn for selling 10 apartments in 1 year? So 2 questions I want you to answer here. Write the equation using the variables E and N. And then, how much money would she earn in 1 year if she sold 10 apartments? All right, there are 2 operations in this equation. One of them is a constant, meaning we are going to add some number. It's always going to stay the same. What is she going to make every year, no matter how many apartments she sells? Kaden. Good. It's going to be a set fee of $38,000. Then what? Jack.
3,000 plus 3,000 and times however many apartments she sells.
Good. And how many apartments she sells is represented by?
10.
By N. So we should have, our equation should be 38,000 plus 3,000 times N. Could I have 3,000 N plus 38,000? Yes, that order can change, doesn't really matter. Everyone good on that? All right, how much money does she make if she sells 10 apartments? Sydney.
68,000.
And we have 68,000. Do we agree? All right.
Yeah.
Weird.
I'm like a really weird.
What's that, Alex?
Oh, Alex.
Okay. The number of $20 bills in a roll and the value of the roll are related. What is the dependent variable in this relationship? The dependent variable is the result or what comes second. What do you think? Who's confident in their answer? Samantha. D, the value of the roll. Let's check our answer. A quiet drum roll, please. All right, so the value of the roll. A lot of people had B, the number of bills in the roll. We have to see how many bills are in the roll. The result is the value of that roll. So what comes first is the number of bills. The total would be your result. Is everyone okay with that? All right, this is a really good question here. Find the relationship in this table. You have A, B, C, or D. How are the correct answers correlating to the total points? How do you get from X to Y? All right, we're seeing how the correct answers relate to our points. The first one, A. This is what I would do if I had this question, which you will have this question on the test. Start at top. Triple the number of correct answers to find the total points. Tripling is the same thing as doing what? Jack? Multiply by 3. So 3 times 3 equals 9. It works. Should we check more than one? Yes. 5 times 3 equals?
15.
Does it work? No. So A is out. Square the number of your answer to find the total points. Squaring, remember, is an exponent to the power of 2. The base would be your correct answer. So the base is 3 to the power of 2. So we're multiplying 3 times 3. to get 5 times 5 to get 6 times 6 to get. Works for 3 of them. It should be good. Doubling is the same thing as multiplying by 2 and then subtracting 2. That would not work. Okay, are we good? So the answer there is B. This one's kind of hard to see, but let X be the number, smaller. Let X be the number of packages of dog food that pet owners buy. Let Y be the number of packages of gerbil food. Write 3 equations below to represent the situation. So here's your situation. You need to write it 3 different ways. What are the 3 correct equations here? And the answer is A, B, and E. Awesome job. This might be kind of hard for us to do. Let's see, I can zoom. Here's a table on the left-hand side. Choose the graph that goes with it. Here's a table. Which is the correct giraffe? Giraffe. Yes. Graph. Answer. And I know this might be a little hard for some of you to see. All right, but what are the ordered pairs? Someone give me an ordered pair. Lila. Good. 1, or open parentheses, 1, comma, 480, close parentheses. Alex. Good. 4 in the X spot, 1,920 in the Y. So the correct answer would have to be, couldn't it be B? Because it's a straight line, meaning that the Y is always the same. That's not true. C could not be correct because when X is 0, or when X is 1, I should say, Y is not 0. Comes down to these, and it's increasing as our X is going up. So it should be A. Fantastic. All right, here I want you to write this table on your whiteboard. I'm going to zoom this in. I want you to write or fill out the table. So everyone write this table on their whiteboard. Okay, what did you get? When X is 0, what is Y? Caden? 6. Again, you can look here over at your graph. X is at 0. When X is 0, Y is at 6. 2 is, Jordan? 8. 4 is, Sydney? 10. 5 is, Nikki? 5 is 11. And 6 is, Emery? 12. Check our answer. Excellent. What is the equation? What would this equation be? Owen. X plus 6 equals y. Do we agree? I agree. All right, what if x plus 6 equals y? That was the equation. What if x is 92? What would y be? Kaden. 98. Just take 92 plus 6 to give you that 98. Let's answer one more. Let's do this one. Okay, a certain neighborhood. The front side of each house has 2 windows. Complete the table. Describe the relationship between the number of houses and the total number of front windows. Then use the table and graph the relationship. So fill out this table. Write an equation. Complete the table. Write an equation. Okay, if there's one house, how many windows are there going to be? 2. If there's 2 houses, how many windows are we going to have? Jordan? 4. If there's 3 houses, how many windows are we going to have? Lila? 6. What is the equation going to be? Liam? 2x equals y. Yep. So the number of houses is 2 times the total of windows. Oh. The total number of windows is 2 times the number of houses. All right, and one more part. I think which one is the correct graph? What do you got, Jordan?
It's A.
A?
One more question, please.
Okay, it is B. 1 house, 2. Okay? I know it's really hard to see. Okay? All right. Last thing. Make sure you are completing this review that's assigned to you or the study plan chapter 4. Jack.